What's up, chat? How y'all doing? What's up, Twitch? What's up, YouTube? Let's see. What wins the poll on YouTube for today? It looks like whitetail and mule deer is the winning vote. So we're going to be grinding whitetail and mule deer today. Just barely beat red deer and mule deer. Just barely. So, let's see. That means we're starting off with Layton Lakes. What's up, Kevin? Hey, Colton. How's it going? Any tips for bear? Got a full guide on the channel if you're interested in that. Should show you what to do with the mule deers and the bears, because I see questions for both of those. Yeah, I got guides for pretty much any of the Great One grinds that I do, so if you ever want to know how to do it, there you go. Also, if you guys talk about politics, you will get timed out. I'm not going to talk about politics in my stream, because, yeah, we just don't do politics here. Please, no political talk in chat. Oh, that's a blinding blind. Yikes. That hurt the eyes a little. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to whitetail and muleys. Also, I need to change my counter to whitetail on my phone. Where is the whitetail? There's whitetail. What are you grinding? We're going to start out with whitetail today. And then after that, we're going to move on to mule deer. Pro Gamer, thank you for the super chat. That's what we need. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, brother. And Mackenzie, thank you for the 26 months. Appreciate that. Yeah, for sure, Diesel. It's just how we do things here. We don't bring political stuff or religious talk into our chats because all it does is cause trouble, right? Like, it's just going to cause arguments. So we don't do that here. We try to keep controversial stuff out of the chat to make it a more enjoyable experience for everyone. Because let's be honest, 90% of people that are watching a gaming stream aren't here to listen to political stuff, and they don't want to hear like the sad and like divisive things that life brings. They're just here to have a fun time, watch some video games, and have some fun, you know? Just chill and hang out with old Krowski. Nothing to start the day. Beautiful. Nice, Racer. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Hey, Mr. Dramatic Red. We're doing good. We are doing very, very good. Ooh, he kind of thick, chat. Glow Stick, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Holy. Holy. Also, guys, since we haven't done one in a while, I did set up a super chat goal on YouTube. And if we hit it, I plan on doing a, like, extended length video. So if you want to see like a much longer Scarecrow video than normal, let's see if we can crack that goal today. I've already got an idea of something crazy I'm going to do. So we'll see. I got some ideas for some crazy videos. Holy crap. Glowstick Gabe, thank you for the super chat. And Pro Gamer with the huge super chat. Thank you so much. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Pro Gamer. Hopefully you are too. Hopefully you're doing pretty good as well. Man, only one buck in the first two zones. Unfortunate. What app do you use to keep kill count? I do the Smart Tally Counter app. It's a video of Fox grinding? No, it's much better. It's much better. It's not, it wouldn't be a grind video. I'm already working on a 7-day grind video. And I'm also potentially going to be working on something crazy. Micah Parsons is OP, Johnny. For sure. Oh my gosh, Grayson. Grayson with the massive super chat. Holy smokes, Grayson. Appreciate that. Absolute legend, man. That's insane. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Holy. Crazy. Thank you so much, Grayson. Thank you so much. But anyway, guys, do you want to hear the video that I'm considering doing? You guys want to hear the video idea that I've got that I think could be incredible? So do you guys remember the series I used to do called Realistic Hunts? Some of you may have seen it. I'm sure a lot of you have probably never heard of it because I did it back in 2020. It was one of the first series that I did on the channel. It has been a long time since I uploaded a Realistic Hunts video. Like I said, clear back in 2020, I think in September or November or something like that. It was a series that we did for a very short time because unfortunately there just wasn't a lot of people that wanted to watch a realistic style video. And so I just couldn't justify the hours upon hours it took to edit them and make them. Because back then I wasn't as quick with editing as I am now. So back then I just couldn't justify how much effort went into it for very little people to even see it. So we stopped doing it for the longest time. Well, I recorded another episode of Realistic Hunts, and I just finished editing it today. It is going to be a banger. You will not want to miss it. It comes out tomorrow. And I've decided that if you guys do get that video up to 500 likes or more, I'll make a 7 days, 7 maps, 7 different realistic hunts extended video. It'll probably be over an hour long. Essentially, I'll do a different realistic hunt every day for a full week. It's going to be a different species, a different map, etc., etc. It's going to be crazy. And so, like I said, if tomorrow's video does well and you guys enjoy it, then I'm going to make that crazy extended 7-day video of it. Which I think could be one of the craziest videos I've ever created. It'll be probably the most work I'll ever put into a video, though. It's going to take a long time to edit something like that down. Which is why I'm not going to, just do it if you guys don't like the Realistic Hunts videos. But yeah, if tomorrow's video does decent and you guys seem to enjoy it, we'll make a super extended, very extra long version of the series. And I think it's going to be crazy. That'll probably take me at least 10, 15 hours to edit, 7 days worth of Realistic Hunts footage. Call the Wild Gaming, thank you for the super chat. What's good, Crow? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you, dude. I'm having a great day. I hope you are as well. But honestly, guys, I think this is the first time that I'll ever be asking for a specific number of likes in order to, make a piece of content. And it's just, like I said, because of the amount of content, or not content, about the amount of work that's going to go into it. I can't just make it if it's not going to do well, obviously. So yeah, if you guys like the Realistic Hunt series, then that extended video will happen eventually whenever I finish, recording it and stuff. It's going to be crazy, though. I'm kind of excited for it. Can you bring back the OG soundtrack? To be honest, I didn't like the quality of the early music that I used on the channel. I feel like it wasn't up to the standards that I like. I'm very picky when it comes to the music and stuff that I use in my content. Come on, buddy. Just get out of there. I can't remember. Was that guy being left alive? I guess not, because there's 2 does. So he's gonna die too. Smoked him. Pro Gamer, thank you for the super chat as well. Sounds very interesting. I can't wait. I'm super excited to try it out, man. I really hope you guys enjoy tomorrow's video, because I do kind of want to make that 7-day video. But anyway, we were trying to... I was laying the groundwork with that, right? For what we're going to do if we hit this donation goal right here. If we hit the goal, I'm going to make another separate extreme extended length video. I just don't know what it's going to be yet. So I need some ideas. What do you guys think? What would be a good video idea that could be like 30 to 60 minutes long. Because I want to start doing these more like a longer length style videos. Because I feel like if I'm only going to be uploading like 3 to 5 videos a week like I have been recently, I might as well make them like bigger projects. Fox grind, that's not a video I could do an hour of, man. Like, people would not be interested in an hour of fox grinding content, and neither would I. I'm gonna be honest. Because you gotta think, I'm talking edited down like 30 minutes to an hour. Not counting, obviously, all the, like, dead air that gets edited out in between. There's no way that I could make 30 to 60 minutes of fox hunting interesting, because I wouldn't be having fun. And if I'm not having fun, then there's no way that I could make it interesting. Snow leopard hunt? Maybe. True. Snow leopards do take forever. Where's this guy over here? No! Well, he's not going to die anytime soon. Yeah, you guys already know what type of content I would do for a fox grind. I already told you that the only way I'm doing it is if a bunch of my friends hop on and help me manage the map down. That'd be more like a live stream. That's not going to be a video, probably. And if it was a video, it wouldn't be an hour-long video. I can tell you that. I want to do something, like, more unique. Something that people don't really do, you know? I want to do, like, a unique piece of content that's, like, 30 to 60 minutes long. Because recently, I don't know. I've just been wanting to do different stuff because I feel like all my content ends up being the same. It's either Great One grinds or, like, multiplayer hunts or challenges. I need to switch it up and do something different, you know? Which is why I'm kind of bringing back the Realistic Hunt series. It's why, you know, I'm trying to get ideas from you guys. I want to get something unique and different. Yeah, Metal Man. I don't know, man. Nice, BBP. That's awesome, dude. What's up, Grumpy Goblin? How you doing? I think that's a new level 1. I don't remember there being 2 of them over there. Just in case I'm wrong, though, I'm just going to shoot this guy. Crossbow only challenge? That's another challenge, though. I'm trying to do stuff that I haven't done before. I do challenges all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's tough. It's tough to think of stuff that's different. Which is why I need your guys' help thinking of ideas, because I do tons of challenges. I don't want to make it a challenge. I don't want to make it a grind or a challenge. I want to do something different for this big video. Have you done a no HM fallow grind? I tried it for a little bit, but didn't really enjoy it. We tried one on Hirschfeld, and it just wasn't fun. That's a big boy there, man. Jaimungo, beast of a whitetail. What's up, Chaz? How you doing? Good old Chaz. Storytelling realistic hunt. That's kind of what my realistic hunt series is anyway, though. So, like, that's kind of already being done. I was telling you guys, it's tough to think of ideas that are not the stuff we normally do. It's tough, man. $268. He's huge. He a thick boy. Make the rest of the multi-mount. That's not really the type of video I'm wanting to do, though, right? Because there's so many multi-mounts I'd have to make. That would be like a multi-month project. 12-day grind? But that's just like basically a 7-day grind with a few extra days added. Now, like I said, I don't want to do a grind for it. I don't want this video to be a grind, a challenge, or a multiplayer hunt. I'm trying to think of something unique that nobody's done before. You did say a long video? Yeah, but it's not like... I didn't want it to take multiple months to complete, you know? I'm just absolutely stumped as to what to do for it, right? Like... To be honest, not really, Charlie. I'm not super great at finding the snow leopards. I know there's a few people that kind of nailed down the spawns of them, but I never looked into how that's even done. How do you like the new DLC? Oh gosh, what was the last DLC? It was the Pump Flip and Fire, right? It's pretty good. It's not the strongest pack they've ever released, but it did have a couple of guns that were quite nice. Maybe, Johnny? That could maybe be something. Zen Winter, thank you for the tier 1 sub over on Twitch. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it, my dude. I think I got an idea. I think I've got an idea. Maybe a primitive hunting video where I use only primitive style weapons like longbow. Longbow, recurve bow. That could be pretty interesting. And then like try to end it off with like a trophy of some kind with a longbow. That's kind of a challenge, though. It's not. No. Using a certain weapon isn't a challenge. A challenge is something like you have 60 minutes to get a diamond, or like great one on every single map, or, you know, something like that. That's more of a challenge. Using a specific kind of weapon isn't a challenge. That's just like having a theme to your hunt. You know? I think a primitive style video could be fun. That's a new level 1 as well, dude. We're getting new level 1s showing up. I wonder if that means something big is trying to spawn. We got a big boy trying to show up. Lever action only. It has been a long time since we've done a lever action only hunt. Oh, that's a diamond. But that again is something I've already done multiple times before. I really want to try and think up something that nobody's done. It's a lot harder than you'd think, though. Pretty much every possible idea has been used in a video at this point, whether it's from me or somebody else. Like, it is really tough to think up ideas that have not been done already. What the heckening, bro? How you no be die like that, I tell ya. Grayson, dude, with another huge super chat. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Much appreciated, Grayson. Hope you're doing great, man. Cowboys versus Indians. Didn't KG already do a video that was titled something like that? I'm not going to do something that, you know, he's already done. Have you done a revolver only video? Not recently. I did a long time ago, but I haven't done it recently. Maybe we could do something like that. Ah. Messed up one of them. Do like a silent video, no guns or sound. I have considered doing a no commentary video where it's just hunting. Just hunting, no commentary, and like, you know, in a more realistic fashion. Honestly, man, we really just need some more new content to come to Call of the Wild. We need some more new content, man. Another DLC or something, or a new map. What map do you recommend for my first Whitetail Great One? To be honest, Leighton Lakes, Revontuli, and Ski Ridge seem to be the top 3. Really, any of those 3 you could pick. Kind of just whichever one you prefer out of the bunch. My personal favorite, oh, that's another level 1. Oh, we got to be getting a great one soon, right? That is just so many level 1s showing up. I could not see that not meaning anything, you know? That's got to mean something. Hold on, let me write down that video idea. Let me write it down real quick before I forget. Okay, so primitive hunt. What was the other one? Lever only video? Actually, wait. We did a lever action only video recently. Never mind. We already did that recently. So I'm not going to do another one of those so soon. What was the other one? Handguns only? Yeah, we definitely need a new lodge. I agree. That is a desperate need. Okay, I wrote down those ideas. How about a stealth thing where you have to be 30 meters or something? Maybe. Like, I can't shoot anything unless I'm 30 meters away or less. Could be interesting. What about you start with bare minimum weapons and stuff, and every kill you get, you can upgrade until you have the best loadout possible, but you have to upgrade from the worst weapons up to the best, including calls? That could be kind of interesting. And to make it like even more interesting, we could add like other little caveats in there, like maybe we have to upgrade the scope as well or something like that, you know? Repel smoked. Get destroyed. Get wrecked, nerds. Didn't KG do that sort of with gun game? Well, that would be different because that's like... That wouldn't be the same because we're talking like you start with the worst weapons possible and upgrade to the best loadout. I think the way KG did it was that you could just move on to the next weapon once you got a kill, right? That's a little bit different. Even better, you have to upgrade everything, including ammo and binoculars. Yeah, like I think that could be really fun. How about a 2-hour challenge where the weapon you use randomizes every 15 minutes? Ooh, that's kind of cool, Jivers. I like that idea. Okay, so we got 2 really awesome ideas here. Let's see. So loadout upgrade challenge. And what was Jiver's 2-hour randomized weapon challenge? Okay. I like those. I like those. All right, let's main menu. What's up, Wiregrass? How's it going? Four-wheeler shotgun hunting, it's popular IRL. That could be interesting. Like, quad hunt only. Like, you have to find every animal on a quad. And once you get off the quad, you cannot move. You just have to shoot from wherever you hop off of it. Ooh, that sounds like it could be fire. Oh, I'm writing that idea down too, man. You know, sometimes all I need is you guys to chat with to figure out some ideas. I should do this every time that I'm thinking of, like, that I'm trying to think of video ideas and I can't think of any. Just hop on stream and see what you guys think. I think that's the way to do it in the future. Also, holy, 4 kills. Let's go. Woo! Think there should be helicopters in the game? That would be cool. Doing like a helicopter hog hunt. One of every animal on every map, or one map a video. That could be kind of fun too. I've done something similar before. I've done a hunting every deer species video, and I think I did a hunting every bear on every map video as well. Oh yeah, Metal Man. We have one more to claim, right? Oh, you floating little freak. And you have to get at least one kill with every gun too. Oh gosh, that would get really confusing really fast. Every animal on every map, plus it has to be every single weapon. Oh gosh, that would get really confusing really quick. I'd definitely forget something. What's your favorite map? My favorite map is probably a ski ridge. I do think a ski is probably my favorite. It's a really awesome map, you know? Start with older style guns and then move to more modern weapons about every 10 kills or more. Dude, Ooh, I kind of like that. You talking like a similar style to, I don't know, what a lot of the cooking channels do, where it's like, I cooked 100 years of burgers. And it's like they go through like all the different decades and like what was popular then. So I could like go through each decade and hunt with what would have been the most popular weapon around that time. Or, you know, the closest that we can get to it in Call of the Wild. Oh, I like that. I like that. Ooh, I did 100 years of hunts. I like the way that sounds. That could be fun. Please don't spam, NY. Please don't spam. And no, I'm in single player at the moment, man. We're doing grinds for great ones today. We're trying to get the great one whitetail. And then later on, the great one mule deer will attempt to get as well. Which Zarza going to be using? I'm not using a Zarza. This is the Arzina 300. It's from the high caliber weapon pack. You find any blood here, buddy? Did I shoot 3 here or did I only shoot 2? Must have only been 2. Oh, well. It is what it is, man. Two great ones in one stream again? Maybe. That'd be pretty cool if we could get 2. Roses are red, violets are blue. Great one, I summon you. Hey, let's hope that worked. If that worked, I'll give away 10 gifted memberships. I'll do it. Pitch, thank you for the 1 month. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Got my first great one a week or 2 ago. Pedal Puff Classic Rack. But zone before I found a super rare potential, but it trolled. A run or 2 later, saw a leucistic female bighorn. Nice. That sounds like a crazy little chain of events and trophies right there. Look at that. We got a 3. We got a 3, and he's for me. Time to shoot him above the knees. In the chest, the bullet goes. Down the whitetail. He dead, yo. I couldn't make that rhyme at the end. I couldn't make that rhyme. Oh, man. He dead, yo. Oh, man. We have too much fun here sometimes, man. We really do. We really have too much fun, chat. Oh, that was a hit. What? That was a hit? Oh my gosh. Buddy is not Shakespeare. Hey, I try my best. I try my best. I think I'm pretty good at not being Shakespeare. Wouldn't you say so? I think I'm pretty good at it. Oh! Hey, fuck! That's a big boy right there. I plan to do more collabs in the future, Luke. I don't know exactly when, but me and Flinter have been trying to figure out a time to get some more stuff made. And then I probably should message KG at some point and see if he wants to go for another hunt. But I would say you can pretty much guarantee that there's going to be another football stream with me and Flinter, and probably a couple Call of the Wild videos as well within the next couple months. What's up, Noodle? How you doing, man? Got a video idea? Need to get a great one in 3 hours, otherwise you have to shave your head. Nah. Nah, because the likelihood of getting a great one in 3 hours is pretty slim. It would have to be something more obtainable if I was going to do like such a risky punishment for losing. Speaking of like the challenge, like 60-minute challenge style videos, how'd you guys like the one that I posted? I think it was yesterday. Did you guys like the get a great one in 60 minutes or no sleep? I thought that was kind of a fun little way to do it. Ooh, another 3. Guys, we are getting 3s left and right. You guys liked it? Okay. Okay. Glad you guys liked it. How many kills are you into the grind? This grind in particular, 157. How long does it take for them to spawn back in? Usually just a few minutes. Certain species, like whitetail deer, though, sometimes you need to kill a certain amount before they'll respawn. Probably not Drew. I don't really talk to him. Big fan of you and KG. What level are you? Max level, level 60. And thank you, dude. I appreciate that. What's up, Phantom? How you doing? Oh, better than this guy. 253 and he got spined. Rough day to be that deer. How long do you think it's going to take? No clue. There really is no way to predict it, you know. You just got to hope for the best. You spawned a level 2 bear? Hey, maybe it means something big is trying to spawn, man. Yes, great ones are on all platforms. Burning, Quasar. They're on every single platform. There's absolutely no difference between console or PC when it comes to really anything in the game. I think the only differences between console and PC is just like how multiplayer is handled. Everything else, identical. So anything you see me get, you can get on console as well. I have no idea, Trash Call the Wild Hunter. I haven't been keeping up with it. Like I've told you guys, I don't really watch any content for Call of the Wild. Unless it's like hanging out in a live stream with you know, a friend of mine or something. Thank you, Call of the Wild Gamer. Appreciate that, dude. How many kills are you in? 158. Got one little feller there. I guess just one? You like Call of the Wild the Angler or Fishing Planet more? To be honest, when it was still getting updated, I liked the Angler more. But now that they've stopped developing it, I like Fishing Planet more. Because it still gets content updates. You have a video of DLC for beginners? No, I don't, but I believe Flinter makes one every couple of years, so he probably has one. Would definitely recommend watching Flinter's video on it if he does have like a recent one for DLC. Because Flinter always knows, you know, exactly the best of the best stuff. I always end up forgetting a couple things when it comes to like DLCs. No respawns. Def gonna get the fabled piebald before the typical rack. Dude, at this rate, I don't even know. I still can't believe that we don't have a typical rack. It is literal insanity, bro. Literal insanity. Uh-oh, I was zeroed wrong. No, you stinky deer. I think I might have shot the doe. I think I might have hit the doe when I was trying to get a follow-up there. You have a video on how to set up a grind right? Oh yeah, I got tons of them, and what I got tons of them. Let me do the command for you so you can go straight to the playlist. There you go. That should give you pretty much any information you'd want to know on the species that are in that playlist. What animal do you want a great one for next? I want them to add an elk. Add an elk or a black-tailed deer or a Sika deer or a Cape buffalo or a lion. Like, I feel like any of those would be top-notch great ones. Nice, McChilly plays. That's awesome. That's actually amazing. Love to see it. Hey, Crow, I just did a fox grind, 10k for him, got a candy cane fox, so happy about it. Then I did a whitetail grind on Rancho and got a wonky cluster rack with back tines touching. Holy, that's crazy. Also, 10k on fox? Dude, I could never do that. You are, you're an insanely, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? I'm blanking out, chat. What's the word I'm looking for? That is insane commitment. There we go. That is insane commitment, man. To stick to a grueling grind like Fox for 10k kills, I could never do it. I could never kill 10k Fox without a great one. That is insanity. Are you using the 300 mag? Yep, I am. I use the 300 to speed up the kill time so that we don't spend as much time tracking animals. And then if I see a diamond, I switch to a rifle that's going to get full score. Patience, true. Patience would be another word. And persistence. Persistence is also one. Commitment, persistence, all that stuff. Dude, I am convinced that we just don't get respawns here anymore. Like, what the heck, bro? I wonder if they turn to level 1s. I suppose that's a possibility. Maybe that's why our diamond rate has been ridiculous for this grind. Nothing else there. One thing I do need to check as well is I need to check these zones here to see if we have a straggler. Which elk great one would you want? Preferably Manitoban, but I'd take any of them, to be honest. They'd all look cool. There! What is your least favorite map? I would say probably Parque Fernando right now. There's just not really much unique about the map anymore. Every species on there can be hunted on other maps, and in every single case, they're better on other maps. The only species that can't be hunted elsewhere is the cinnamon teal. And I've just never liked how brushy Parque Fernando is. So those things combined makes it my least favorite map right now. What do you think is the cleanest looking rack for mule deer right now? Ooh, one of the new diamonds that they added, probably. The new diamond racks for mule deer look so clean. Mississippi? I don't think Mississippi's the worst map because it's the only place you can get gators and the gator hunting's very fun. I think the gators save it, honestly. Otherwise, it would be ranked pretty low. I also really like the look of Mississippi. I think it's a pretty unique and pretty map. No, don't you float, buddy. No, 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 no. Oh, there's no freaking way. Okay. Okay, don't panic. We got him. Can't believe we got him. Let's go. But there's crocs, but crocs aren't gators. What map should they do a remake on? Are you talking like what map needs to be revamped the most? Oh gosh, if they were to revamp a map, honestly, I would say Hirschfelden. I feel like Hirschfelden is a map where there's a lot of things that need to be tweaked. It's one of the oldest maps in the game, therefore there's like some outdated stuff about it, right? I'd clear up some of the brush around the lakes. I'd fix a lot of the like broken terrain that are in certain parts of the map. Because I think Hirschfelden honestly could be pretty incredible if it was just designed a little bit better. And the other thing I'd do to it is give it a population redistribution, you know, change the primary areas that all species can be found on it, because right now you can just find them on too much of the map. And then, of course, add another type of species to it. Add something to Hirschfelden that no other map has, because currently I think the only unique species is Eurobison. So I think Hirschfelden needs the biggest revamp, to be honest. Mainly because of what I just said. You know, it's an older map, has a lot of like buggy terrain and stuff that could use a rework. Needs some like rebalancing on the brush that's on there and stuff, and the species. What'd be a good grind on it? Well, right now the best grind on Hirschfelden is Eurobison. They're one of the most fun to hunt. They have a relatively easy to find population, even though they're on most of the map. Ronnie, thank you for the 15 months, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing great, Ronnie. Ooh, 264. He big. That is diamond 11 in 168 kills, man. Our diamond ratio is amazing on this grind. Parquet is goated for muleys. Only problem I have with parquet for mule deer is that if you're herd managing, it's going to take a lot longer because there's just so many mule deer. I'd say if you're not herd managing, parquet is a phenomenal option because you have so many like deer to choose from. But if you're trying to herd manage, man, oh my gosh, it takes so long on parquet. Because it's got more than double the males of any other map. So yeah, I guess it really depends on how you look at it, right? I always tend to lean towards maps that you can herd manage faster. Worried about the Lions if they lose this week. Their offense and defense are good, but I think it's the new coaching staff. Yeah, it definitely could be. Definitely could be. They did not look good at all in week 1. It was kind of rough for them. To be fair, though, it's week 1. A lot of teams aren't going to look super great. Oh! Oh, he's thick. Oh, look at that. That's a monster right there. And the level 1 is blocking him. How dare he? Here we go. Smoked him. Flattened him. Laid him down. He dead. Panda, thank you for the 37 months. Appreciate that. Is there an NFL game tonight? No, not tonight. It's Friday, so not going to be any games today. Next games will be on Sunday, I believe. It's a diamond. A slimy dimey. However, tomorrow there is some college football games. It says you're chasing Great One 122, but the counter says 120. That's because we haven't killed the Rancho Great One. I don't add it to the counter until it's dead. So we are grinding for number 122. Because we haven't killed number 121 yet. But how's it going, Border? Hope you're doing good. A max weight dime. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Niners are getting so many injuries. It's kind of insane. It's like they just can't stay away from injuries. Purdy, Kittle. Wasn't there a couple other key players that got injured too? I think the Dolphins are the exception to being bad week one only. Oh, yeah. I think they're just going to be awful all season, I think. I think the Patriots have a cakewalk in week 2. Provided it wasn't a fluke with like how bad they looked in week 1 for the Dolphins. Yeah, they do not look good though. They look really, really bad. It's kind of crazy. You like F1? I don't really watch F1, no. Yeah, Tua looked awful, dude. Tua did not look good at all. And normally Tua looks pretty solid when he's healthy. But he is not looking good this year. Also, unfortunate news for the Patriots going into week 2. Christian Gonzalez is out once again. He is not healed up, so once again, they don't have their star cornerback. So that's going to suck. Luckily, they're going against the Dolphins, so that's not really going to be much of an issue, hopefully. Tyreek Hill is really the only thing they might have trouble with because of Gonzo being out. But honestly, I don't even think it's going to be a problem with how awful Tua's looking. I'm not too worried about it. And from what I understand, they've got backup tackles and guards into at certain spots. I think they had an injury on... Oh gosh, what was it? It was one of their guards. One of the Dolphins' starting guards is injured, and I think they're throwing a rookie in. So I am really hoping... Ooh, that's big. Ooh, that's big. That's a really nice basket rack. That's a really nice basket rack. Can we get him? We got him. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm really hoping that because the Dolphins' O-line's going to be pretty weak, really hoping that Harold Landry and Milton Williams and Christian Barmore can just wreak havoc on the O-line and get to Tua a ton. Disrespect to Tua is crazy? No, it's just the truth, man. He looks awful this year. He does not look like himself. 267. He's thick. He's thick. Beautiful. I'm not saying that Tua's like a bad quarterback overall. I'm just saying this year he doesn't look good. This year he's looking pretty rough. Yeah, Johnny, I can't believe Tucker Kraft popped off like that. You really should have started him. Did they change Mule Deer score? In the last update, they did change the requirements for Diamond, etc. Oh, yeah, the Packers and Commanders game was pretty solid. Packers look like a real threat this year. And unfortunately, Jaden Daniels just hasn't been able to get like a crazy game together yet. I need him to, man. I got McLaurin on both of my fantasy leagues. I need Scary Terry to pop off. Scary Terry got to pop off, whoa. What's diamond now? To be honest, I can't remember. I'd have to go look at it. Josh, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks to your videos, just got my first ever great one. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's awesome. That is what we love to see. That's what we love to see, man. Diamond's 311.94. Okay, got you. So there you go. 311.94, albino coyote. Couple of wonky boys. I think it's gonna die, but was not my best shooting. That's for sure. Any tips for HM Crow? I got tons of guides on the channel if you want to check them out, Noah the Beast. Because depending on what species you're going for, the tips are going to be a little bit different. So I would check out one of the guides in my herd management guides playlist. Thanks again for Parsons, Jerry. Dude, Parsons is wreaking havoc already, and he's not even playing every snap. I need Parsons to really go off the rest of the year, though. I need him to get me all the fantasy points. I got the worst combo for Mule Deer. Oh no, what combo did you get, Wolf Boss? Let me guess. Corkscrew, Tiger Fur. Ooh. They made it easier? Yes, they did make it a little bit easier to get diamonds for Mule Deer, and I think it's because there was a lot of trolls. I think that's probably why they reduced the score requirement a little bit for diamond. All right, we'll hit the last two zones, and then we're going to move over to mule deer, I think, because we've been doing whitetail for about an hour now. It was corkscrew tiger. Ooh. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Double smoke. Nah, I love the velvet rack way more than the corkscrew, Plum Loki. Because the corkscrew, like, I don't know, it's just ugly. It's just kind of ugly. Whereas, like, the, at least the velvet one has the unique, like, velvet on it, and it's also more of, like, a farm deer type rack. That's what it reminds me of, is like a farm deer. Whereas the corkscrew, like, I don't know. I can't think of any deer in real life that looks like that. There's been corkscrew racks IRL, but they're all incredibly tiny. Like, they're puny. I've never seen one get even a fifth of the size of the one we have for the great one. I don't know. When it's that big, it just looks really off. Like, I feel like at least the velvet rack kind of fits the whole... It fits what they were going for, you know? They were going for, like, a big farm deer. And that's exactly what it looks like. But that corkscrew, whew, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The only game... I only do gaming stuff on this channel. I've considered doing other stuff in the future. I don't know. I don't show a lot of my, like, personal life on the internet because I like my privacy for the most part. So I don't really do any IRL content. Maybe in the future, though, I'll do some, but right now I'm not really doing any IRL style content. Last week I got a great one, whitetail 50-50 rack, half typical, half Kinso. Ooh, that's a good combo. That's a great little combo right there. All right, guys, so I have decided to do something with our mule deer grind. I need to grab a few of the tents and move them. I haven't got a respawn over here in ages. Like, in so long. Hold on, isn't there an outpost somewhere over here? I think this is a spot where an outpost can be, right? Why did I never grab that? I need to do it. Panda, thank you for the super chat. Finally got a PC. Spent about $150 on the game and DLCs, even with everything being half off right now. So what's 5 more? God bless, brother. Thank you so much, Panda. Appreciate that, dude. Glad you got a PC finally. Tell me, how are you liking it? Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the PC life? Let's go to Mooly time. The Mooly deer. I think it ends at 17 on Rancho, right? Was Rancho easy to manage? We're not done managing them yet, but it is going relatively quick. I would say it's probably going to be the second easiest map to herd manage for mule deer, with the Ski Ridge being number 1. Because, like, Rancho doesn't have a ton of mule deer here. Like, it's relatively manageable. The toughest part is the coastline. This south coast is the toughest part of this entire grind. You don't understand, what, Tucky? Oh, gotcha, Panda. To be fair, a lot of people that go from console to PC do still play games on a controller, even though they're, you know, on PC. That's honestly not that uncommon. I know quite a few people that just kind of ease themselves into playing with keyboard and mouse. They'll start using controller, and then after a while, they'll try to, like, play a couple things with keyboard and mouse and just slowly ease themselves into it, which is understandable, you know. Okay, where do I want to put a tent? I think right there, maybe? Although this is probably better. We'll put a tent up here, I think. Yeah, we'll do that over here. Are you excited for Ultimate Hunting? If they would ever release it, yes. But I'm kind of just losing hope at this point. I'd be more excited if we could get a concrete release date, but I just don't see that happening anytime soon. Is Ultimate Hunting even happening? Where's the beta? So they were supposed to do a demo in the summer. I mean, summer's almost over at this time and we haven't got a demo. Last I heard, they're still working on it. And I have no clue when it's going to release. Yeah, I'd be more excited about Ultimate Hunting if we had a more concrete release date. And if it didn't keep getting delayed. Right now, I'm a little bit more excited about that Bolt Hunting Simulator. It's supposed to be like the most realistic bird hunting game of all time. And it looks really good from what I've seen. There we go. What do we want to do now? I kind of want to move another tent around, but like maybe from here. Actually, there's still ones I'm trying to shoot down there. And this one is next to our great one, so I'm not going to remove that. I think this is how it's going to be. Let's main menu so they're not spooked anymore. Also, I got to turn the AC towards me. All right. Let's get back to it. What DLC do you want them to add the most? I'd say my most wanted would have to be a Texas Game Ranch map. And if we're talking non-map related things, I would say... honestly, I don't know. Because, like, the things that I want wouldn't even be, like, DLC stuff. It would just be, like, features for the game. Like, what I want more than anything is non-typicals. Non-typicals outside of, like, great ones, you know? There's our 5 that we've been stacking. Need to reset the time again. Because only one of the herds showed up. Also, I need to change to my mule deer counter now. So I don't accidentally add kills to the whitetail. There we go. There we go. That's 2 more kills. Nice, we got more. We got more, chat. You hunt IRL? I did when I was a kid, but I haven't recently. Just don't have the time for it. If the Cowboys were way smarter, they should have took the Lions offer of Brian Branch and a 2nd-round pick. I think a 3rd-round pick for how much they got from the Packs. Yeah, but they went with the Packers offer, man. Gotta be one of the, like, biggest steals ever. The Packers got a steal of a deal getting Parsons. And he's already been incredible for them. How many cinnamon bears did you get before a blonde, which I really want? I've had 9 cinnamons. Yeah, it's pretty normal to get a lot of cinnamons. I don't remember the exact number that I got, but I know it was quite a few. The majority of my rare bears have been cinnamon. That's just how it goes, usually. Basically, Plain God. I'm not sure, Zach. No clue how long I'll be streaming today. I try not to put, like, a time on it. I usually just go until I don't go. I go until I stop, you know? What did you name the female piebald? We didn't actually give it a name yet. I haven't decided on what to name it. I think somebody suggested Spot. Let's name it Spot. We'll just name it Spot. Because I'm pretty sure the moose that we named Spot a long time ago, I'm pretty sure I killed it for a video. And it's in our lodge somewhere. So we need a new Spot anyway. And a 2. And a 1. And we're never done. Jeez, man, we're managing that side down like crazy. I mean, you had no way to know, Chase. You had no way to know it was going to make diamonds, so it is what it is, you know. It's not going to hurt your, it's not going to hurt your grind at all. Oh, that's right. We didn't actually shoot anything over here, so I can just fast travel. Why can't I find disturbed vegetation? You probably don't have it unlocked. Did you unlock the skill related to it? Because you won't see it unless you've unlocked the skill for it. Oh gosh, hi. What the heck happened there? What the heckin' frick, bro? Oh yeah, Trush Call the Wild Hunter. Yeah, that was a crazy time. Crazy time in Call the Wild. Yep, we're still stacking our great one, Xander. Because it helps manage the map down to have big deer on the map. Don't see anything. We better reset time. There is no magic number of how many you have to stack, Chase. It's kind of just like until your map is herd managed. You just keep stacking 5s in your good zones until all the other zones are managed down to the point that you want them. Then you go through and kill all of the 5s and start rotating on their respawns. Yeah, go for it, Panda. Go for it, man. Like I've said before, I don't have a problem with that as long as people give me credit for stuff that I did, you know? Oh, he thick. He thick, boy. I believe that is 3 kills between the 2 zones. You already have the skill unlocked? Well, in that case, you just got to find it. You just got to find the disturbed veg tracks then. That is a 5 that I found a few days ago, by the way, chat. We're stacking that one too. This guy's getting stacked and he's beautiful. Ah, he's not dead. Now he is. He just stopped. He's like, oh, here you go, man. Broadside shot. Take the shot, man. Bro, can I get a number 1 to 10? How about 10? Because 10 is a 10 of 10. 10 out of 10. What the heck are you doing here, bro? Little bugged mule deer. Why mule deer be bugging? I don't get it. There's so many bugged mule deer at this section of Rancho. Every single time I hunt here, there's at least a couple that get bugged out and just freeze. It's insane. Oh my gosh. Border. Border with the 10 gifted subs on Twitch. Appreciate that, Border. I assume that's why you asked for a number. Oh my gosh. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Absolute freaking legend, bro. Absolute legend, man. Thank you so much. Congrats to everybody that got a gifted there. What are tips for whitetail deer? I've got a full guide on the channel if you haven't seen it already, Xander. Would recommend checking that out. It'll kind of walk you through the whole process I went through to manage down my whitetail on Layton. The only thing that's going to be different is, of course, you can't place tents on directly on a zone anymore without spooking them off. That's about the only thing that's going to be different from what's in the guide. I believe it's in the HM guides playlist, Jivers. Actually, it should be in both. It'll just be easier to find in the HM one. Holy, smoking those deer. Right over here. What'd you think about a caribou / reindeer? Great one. I think it'd be cool. I would not be mad with that. Happy birthday, Carl. Hope it's a good one. Boop. Smoked. Absolutely smoked. As you guys can see, I moved one of the tents because we're going to start hunting this zone. I think it's finally time we start hunting this zone. Just in case there's some solos mixed in. I think it's time we shoot all these big boys over here. Who knows, man? Maybe we'll get some giants to respawn from them. Ah! Stop bobbing and weaving, bro. No, Magnus, I'm not going to say that. What's up, Ringo? How's it going, man? Where did this guy run to? Okay, he was over here. There he is. I got a tip for you, Ryan. Please don't spam. Check out one of the guides on the channel. I would recommend. I've never done a Great One grind for Mule Deer on Silver Ridge, so I don't really have too much tips outside of what's already been said in my videos. Yo, let's go, Liam. Love to see it, man. That's awesome. Heck yeah, brother. You should do collaboration with Canadian Tiger Bait. We miss him. Brober's just been busy, man. Brober's been busy with life. You know, he's got a kid now. He's working a full-time job. So he hasn't been able to do as much content as he used to. Maybe one of these days Brober will return to the content space, but for now, you know, he's just doing life stuff, man. You know what? That's basically a 2. I'm going to leave that so I don't have to manage down that silly zone anymore. Because I despise that zone. Also, there's another 5 that we found when I was grinding off stream. Ooh. Okay, he kind of thick. We do need to shoot him. And that guy. That guy too. We almost have like all of this lake managed down, which is huge because I hate this lake with a burning passion. Ooh, double kill. Double kill for real. Aw, you're the only one that spooked? Oh my gosh, there's no way, bro. The one we needed to shoot is the only one that freaking spooked off. Oh, he stopped as I shot too. Man, he's just rubbing it in our face that we didn't kill him. It really is, Jivers. It's just not a good meme. What happened to the good memes? Like, bruh. What happened to the good memes from when I was a kid? I feel like all the memes nowadays are just annoying. We need more of the yeet memes. We need more bruh memes. We need the good stuff, man. We need the good OG memes. We need the why are you running? And stuff like that, man. Those were the good memes. Those were the funny ones. Those were the best of the best memes you could get. Or like the Vine boom where like, you know, they say something crazy and then that's what we need. We need the good old days of memes to return. What map is this? This is Rancho del Arroyo. Sounds about right, Johnny. Back in my day. You betcha. Memes were just better back then. Nice, Xander. Hype train success. Holy, I didn't even realize we had a hype train going over on Twitch. Holy. Border single-handedly got us to level 3 on a hype train. Holy. That's crazy, bro. Absolute legend. Gotta open my hype chest. I gotta see what I got. I got the that is... Wait. That's iconic. That's iconic emote. I got this emote apparently. YouTube needs to do that, man. YouTube needs to have like YouTube emotes that you can earn via like gifting memberships or donations and stuff, and you get like free emotes for doing so. Like Twitch has such a cool system going with the hype train. YouTube needs something like that. Jibers. It's too funny. We got to beat the old record of 13 we set a month ago. Oh, dude, that's going to take a lot to beat the 13. 13 is a lot, man. Level 13 hype train's crazy. That's going to take a lot to beat it. I don't see that getting beaten anytime soon. There's this little level 4. Kind of a weird 50-50 rack. He's kind of a little weirdo. Hype chests hit different every so often. For real. For real, for real. Some of the emotes you get out of it are kind of cool. Holy big game, Ben. That's crazy, dude. Congrats. That's super awesome. All right, we got anything here? This level 3 I'm leaving because it's basically a level 2. It's got the same antlers as a 2. Where's old Spot? There's Spot. There she is, man. Old Spot. No respawn? Maybe it's just hiding. We need to reset time just in case. Yeah, gift subs are random called Wild Hunter. I think there is a way to gift directly to people. But I think like the person gifting them has to like directly select that person. I think there is a way to select individual people though. Which is something YouTube desperately needs, so I can just like give Johnny a gifted already. Since he can't seem to get them. Poor Johnny. Oh, dude. 4 2s? Oh my gosh, do we have another 2 here? Oh my gosh, am I done with this zone? Please tell me I am. Please tell me I am. Oh, nice, Justin. Yeah, those are pretty good. That second one is hilarious. I love that one. That one's actually pretty great. Hashtag Johnny can't catch. You're right. He can't. Johnny just can't catch the gifteds. What the heck is up with that? Wait, I can pick people for gifted? Yes, you can. I don't know how it's done. You might have to Google that, but I know for a fact you can select individual people because I see people do it quite a bit. But yes, there is a way to do it on Twitch. You can select individual people to gift stuff to. Trying to remember how it's done. Does anybody know? I think you just click on the person, right? I think you click on the person you're trying to gift to or something like that. I think it's behind a hill, but just in case we're shooting. Oh, see, there you go. Miss Dramatic Red knows how. Oh, there we go. Border. Thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Ringo. Congrats, Ringo. Well, that was easy. Yeah, see, you can do it to individual people. It's kind of cool. I really wish YouTube would adopt like a similar feature, because right now on YouTube, it's 100% random who gets memberships. And some people just never get them, it seems. Oh, nice, King Godzilla. Love to see it. It looks that way when I click on someone's name in chat. Gift a sub is an option. Okay, let's go, Fly Fisher. Yeah, that's definitely cool. It's a cool little feature that Twitch has. Never get memberships would never be me. Totally, Liam. Totally. Definitely. Oh, man. Let's go to the last spot. We'll check on our great one, see how he's doing. We haven't looked at him today, so might as well. Well, we spooked something over there. Probably the great one, knowing my luck. We probably spooked our great one. He's like the only one I don't see. He must have been the one that spooked off. Had to have been the great one that spooked. We do need to kill this guy, though. I don't think that was good. Maybe he'll come out over here and give us another shot. They're kind of going that way. Let me get down here. Nah. I think because we hit him, he's not going to give us a shot. Oh, he's dead anyway. I'm probably not going to run over and claim him. That's just going to take too long. How many zones should I have for mule deer on a ski ridge? I'll be honest, I never kept track of zones because you don't really need to. Mule deer have solos, so every time you kill a solo, it's going to remove that zone, right? And so then the zone's going to disappear, and wherever he respawns, it'll create a new zone. So you're not going to have a consistent amount of zones until you're done herd managing. I would probably just focus on making sure that you manage down each of the lakes they can be at. Focus on, like, making sure you're checking all the lakes mule deer can be at instead of, like, getting a specific zone count, you know? What have I missed? Lots of diamonds, Anthony. Lots and lots of diamonds. We heard one. A 2. Okay, that's good. Just a 2. Subs are cheaper on PC too by a couple dollary dues. Really? Which actually has a price difference between mobile and desktop. That's kind of crazy. That's really strange. Why would they do that? That's our stacked 5 again. There's really only one to shoot this time. We'll reset the time again just in case, though. Okay, yeah, there's definitely more than what we saw. That's a 3. That's a 4. That's a 3. Okay, yeah, there was a lot more. Holy. Ow. It's okay. We're just running into rocks like it's nothing. Is there an animal you've never killed before? Nah, I've killed everything in Call of the Wild. Obviously, there's rares and diamonds of species that I haven't killed, but I have hunted every animal in the game. At least once or twice. Ah, I'm doing great today. I'm doing so freaking good. Look at this. What the heck? Oh, man. I've got a YouTube short showing off all of my skills and what I just uploaded it yesterday. The perks video will be coming out either tonight or tomorrow. If you want to see all the skills that I use and why I use them, check out the YouTube short. What are you currently hunting? Currently going for mule deer on Rancho del Arroyo. Yeah, Zach. Hey, man, you know, I only drive as good as the game allows me to. Let's be honest, the handling's a little iffy sometimes. Subs on mobile are 8 and PC are 6. That's crazy. Crazy that there's a difference between the two. That guy's basically the same size as the one that we shot last time here. He respawned as practically the same deer. Tips if you're getting small respawns in a fallow grind. It probably doesn't really mean much, man. You're probably just getting a streak of small respawns, or maybe there's a big deer on your map somewhere that you haven't found, or maybe a great one's trying to spawn. Especially if, like, you already have herd managed your map and you're, like, just now suddenly getting small ones. I would say either you're just on a bad streak or a great one's trying to spawn, you know? Yeah, that's it? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it could mean that you have something big trying to spawn, or it could just mean that you're on a bad luck streak. I just keep grinding. Eventually, it's going to turn around and you'll start getting the big ones again. And if you go a few hundred kills without it returning to how it was before, then maybe I'd go around and see if you can manage more down. All right, later, Zach. Thanks for dropping in. What's up, lover? How's it going? 1, 2, little buckaroo. One's actually a doe. Oh, no. We're just coming through with the bars today. Like, seriously, man. Just bars. Bars. Kind of thinking I don't need to have this tent here anymore, because this has not got any respawns recently. I think they've always been the same, Cohen. I think you're just seeing a lot more big racks because HM, right? Like, if you're herd managing, or if, like, the people you're seeing get the big racks are herd managing, like, of course you're going to get more big ones when you're managing the map, right? If you're herd managing, you're going to get larger animals more often. So I don't think they changed anything with spawn rates of the big rack. I think it's just we're seeing a lot more of them because people are herd managing. And there wasn't too many people herd managing muleys before the great one was added. 2 down. Let's go. Turned my first diamond ever at Cape Buffalo into a gold because he charged me. Put 3 into him. Didn't know that he was a diamond. Aw, dude, I've done that a couple times. I did that with a diamond tiger a while back, and it was tragic. Absolutely tragic. But hey, it happens, you know? Sometimes you have to just take a shot quick so you don't die, and it ends up being a big one. There's our beautiful diamond boy right there. Double smoked. Let's go, Mr. Clean. Love to see it. I told you sometimes having a bunch of small ones just means there's something big on the map. There you go, dude. Battlegrind, I'm averaging 12 kills a diamond across 12 grinds. That's amazing, dude. That is such a good ratio to get. I think that's what I'm averaging approximately on my red deer, too. It's like a diamond every 10 or something like that. For a while, my fallow were like a diamond every 10 to 15 kills, but then after the update that took away the ability to force respawns by main menuing, I had to add a few more deer into my rotation, and it did take my diamond rate down a bit, sadly. Hey, ma'am. That doe always freezes here, I swear. Every single time. Well, almost every single time she just freezes there. This particular part of the map, dude, it just... everything freezes here. I don't know why. Other parts of the map don't do this nearly as much. All right. Your entire fate, madam, is going to be in the inaccuracies of hipfire. Yeah, you lost this time. Sorry about that. Better luck next time. Oh, wait. Never mind. There won't be a next time. Sorry. Sorry, ma'am. Not gonna lie, I really thought that was gonna miss. Hipfire usually misses by a mile. See? Like, I aimed up there and it hit down there. Usually it misses by a mile, but she was not so lucky. Oh, man. That poor doe was not so lucky. She done got smoked. Ooh, rip, Justin. That's unfortunate, man. Holy Thomas! Thank you for the tier 1 over on Twitch. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the tier 1 for 2 months. And oh my gosh, Caitlin and Jivers with the memberships on YouTube. Appreciate that. Caitlin with 41 months and Jivers with 22. Holy. Holy, holy, holy. So how you been, Caitlin? Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, Jivers wanted to take the spotlight. He was like, no, my turn. Are pheasant grinds hard? It depends on the map you go to. Some of them I would say are relatively difficult, but there's also some maps that where it's just really, really easy. All right, we got 3 to shoot here. 4 to shoot here. Never mind. That has diamond potential. No, that was not vitals. Oh, wrong one, but you know, we need to kill him too. So it is what it is. Ah! Well, that's annoying. Ma'am, what are you doing, bro? And out of render. Well, I think we killed 3. I don't know, though. One of those was pretty bad. It's understandable, Thomas. Sometimes it just happens. I get sidetracked when grinding too. Like, I am multitasking constantly whenever I'm grinding. I'll be like grinding, watching a YouTube video, and like looking at my phone at the same time. 291. He wasn't as big as I thought. And this guy we did not hit well. He died right there though, so wasn't as bad as I thought maybe. What's up, PVD? How's it going? Finally spawned my first rare whitetail on the second grind at 691 kills. Nice, Mr. View. What was it? Was it a Mela, albino, eyeballed? What'd you end up getting? It was a silver piebald. Let's go. I don't think I'm going to go for that last guy. I don't think he died anytime soon. He probably ran a long, long way ago. That's our 5 there. That's our stacked boy right there. There's a 4 over there too. What are some tips for new players? Hunt water if you want to find a lot of animals. Animals in their drink zones are a lot easier to find than animals that are in like feeding zones or resting zones. So prioritize hunting water if you want to have like the best chance of seeing animals out in the open. Once you find an animal in their drink time, take note of what time they're drinking, because every single one of that species is going to be drinking at the same time. Like, for example, mule deer, as we can see, 14 to 17 on Rancho. Now, on other maps, it's different. On other maps, mule deer drink from 15 to 18, but for Rancho, 14 to 17, every mule deer is going to be drinking at that time. That tip alone will help you find a lot more animals. And then I would also recommend... Where is he? Is okay. Let's smoke him. I would also recommend to always use polymer tip bullets. Polymer tip bullets are going to give you much higher penetration, allowing you to get lung shots from angles that a soft point just wouldn't be able to do. I think those couple tips alone are going to help you a ton with getting more animals, making better shots. Oh, and the last thing, always go for lungs. Always try to get a lung shot. It's the safest way to make sure you get full score on the animal and get it killed quickly. I'm doing good, Dino Games. Yo, Crow, just found out I'm not spawning in the level 5s. Found a level 5 solo. Oh, well, there you go. That'll do it. Sometimes having those 5s just chilling will definitely prevent more from spawning. Definitely, my dude. What's up, David? I'm doing good. How about you? Oh, yeah, Aiden. Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. Sometimes they're just hiding. How many kills are you on right now? 196 on this grind. And I believe our first great one that we got on this was a couple hundred. I think it was like 200 or 300. So we've killed about 500 deer on Rancho in total. We're getting pretty far into the grinds here. I'm really starting to feel good about our setup on Rancho. Like, we've been able to get quite a few, you know, stacked 5s, our stacked great one. We're managing the map down nicely to the point where we've been able to move some tents around. I'm still worried about the coast. I think there's a couple that I still need to kill, like, down in this direction. Because I found some heavy tracks but could never find the deer. Hey, Spot. What's up? What's poppin', Spot? Once again, guys, I do not see any shootable deer down here, which is a really good sign. It might mean that we can move our tent finally. At least the claiming tent. Because the only reason we had 2 tents down here is because we always got a respawn. Oh, why did I do the ATV? We were switching time. Maybe, Justin. It's hard to say. Mule deer, I try to only make herds my main zones. I try not to use solos at all with mule deer because they're just not very reliable. Good old Spot, man. Good old Spot. What's the top 3 best DLCs in your opinion? That's a really tough question because there were so many useful DLCs. I would say that one that you just can't live without. If you're a PC player, this is only going to apply to you. On console, it comes with the game. But on PC, the tent DLC is huge. The tent DLC is a necessity. So is the tripod DLC. Well, you can either buy the tripod and tree stand DLC, or you can get the duck and cover DLC because it gives you waterfowl blinds that can be used very similarly, as you guys can see over here. I use the waterfowl blinds for a lot of my zones because you can place them closer to a tent. And if you need extra elevation, you just hop on the edge, make sure that you haven't lost your hiddenness visibility reduction, you know, and then boom. Like right here, you'll see the visibility indicator in the bottom right. It shows that I'm super visible now. You walk in and it turns to a flat line. And if you jump up on the edge, see how when we got out, it wasn't a flat line anymore? But if you do it right, and you get right on the edge, you get extra elevation, and it still has you hidden. So you can either go with the duck and cover DLC to get these blinds, or you can go with the tripod and tree stand DLC to get those. But you pretty much have to have stands if you want to keep the hunting pressure down and not delete zones by accident. Also, we're going to take this tent, I think. There is no Great One Bison, Steven. And please don't spam. You don't have to say Scarecrow question 3 times that quickly. Like, give me time to see the first message, man. Jeez. I think I'm going to change the color of the tent. I really only made them white for Medved so it would blend in with the snow. What was your longest grind? 8,300 kills on a black bear grind. It was my first ever bear grind, and yeah, it took way longer than I ever wanted it to. That was the most grueling grind of all time. I hope I never get an 8,300 kill grind again. I really hope I never reach that number again. Luckily with HM, if you do it right most of the time, you're never going to reach 8,000 kills without a great one showing up, but doesn't mean it can't happen. It could still happen. It's just way less likely. That actually looks clean. Not gonna lie. Remove everything. We could make a Scarecrow tent. Not good enough. I need more vibrant green. What do you guys think? I kind of like that. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? That's our new tent look. What's the longest I've ever streamed for? I think I streamed for 13 or 14 hours once, and that was during the release day of the Great One Fallow Deer. I pretty much grinded until I got a Great One. But typically we only stream for like, 2 to 4 hours at a time because, dude, doing a 12-hour stream, it is taxing. It is taxing on your body. Mentally. And physically, too, because you're sitting around all day for 12 hours. Your butt be sore after sitting for 12 hours, I tell you what. Your tailbone practically disintegrates. Michael, thank you for the membership, dude. Appreciate that. Enjoy all the stuff that comes with it. Thank you, thank you. That reminds me, I need to make another members-only video. I haven't done a members-only video in a long, long time. It's been a few months since the last members-only video. I think we need to do another one. Wow, we haven't got to see our Great One at all today. He's just not showing up in his zone. How'd you get so much money? 8,000 hours of playing the game, with most of it being Great One grinds. That's how. You basically just waste your entire life away playing video games, and then boom. You have millions upon millions in Call of the Wild. Absolutely insane. For the low, low cost of your sanity and all your free time, you too can have 25 million in Call of the Wild. Yo, what's up, Bayou? How's it going? Bayou Human. How you doing, Human? Crazy how iBuy just shoots Great Ones like they're dimes. I used to do that too. But recently, I've tried to spend less time grinding than I used to. I used to grind every day for 5+ hours, like 5 to 10 hours of grinding every single day. I think there was probably like a 6 to 12 month period. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while ago. Where I was just grinding nonstop. But it really got to a point where I just didn't want to be spending all my time doing that. But for a while, I mean, I was killing probably 2 to 3 Great Ones every single week. But after a while, man, I just got to a point where I wanted to spend my day doing other stuff as well. It still blows my mind that iBuy is able to stream as much as he does with, gosh, doesn't he have like 3 or 4 kids? I've got 1 kid and I can barely do more than like 5 hours of content related stuff a day. And for a while, he was working a full-time job on top of doing streaming like multiple times a week for 5+ hours every time. Just crazy. That man is a machine. He's not human. There's no way that iBuy is human. Oh, nice, Lone Wolf. Banana bread or Hawaiian rolls? Ooh, both of those are phenomenal. I'd say banana bread. Just something about banana bread, man. It's so freaking good. Ooh, that reminds me. You know what else is really, really good? Zucchini bread. Zucchini bread is freaking delicious. My mom makes she makes a mean zucchini bread. Same with banana bread. She makes a fantastic banana bread too. That's a good bighorn, dude. A really nice bighorn sheep. Come here, buddy. Bo. What's my favorite song? I'll be honest, man. I don't have a favorite song. I have 5,500 songs saved on Spotify. I listen to so much different music, and there's so much good music out there that I have trouble picking a favorite. I'd say it's more like I've got 100 favorites, you know? Still on Rancho? Oh yeah, Gunsmoke. I'm loving it. I'm getting to a point where we've got more than half of the map managed. We're getting really close to being able to just rotate and grind for great ones. The grind is shaping up really nicely. I'm so happy I picked this over Parquet or... what's the other map? Silver Ridge. 167. He's not as big as I hoped for. The male's over here, I think. How you been, though, Gunsmoke? That's good. I really haven't put much work in on it. It's good, man. It's not bad at all. It's not going to be as much of a cakewalk as a Ski Ridge, but I think it's very underrated. There's a lot of people that love to hate on Rancho for grinding, but it's not bad. I think it's just a painfully average map for a lot of grinds. Like, it's never going to be the best, but it's nowhere near the worst for both whitetail and mule deer. Any tips on red deer grind on Tiabaroa? I've got a full guide of it on the channel, Alex. One of the biggest things with red deer is just managing down a lot of the solos and a lot of the deer in general on the right side. The left side of the map on Tiabaroa is a lot more reliable with the respawns. If you have a bunch of red deer at the river zone on the left half, definitely use that as a main zone because, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's wonderful if you get it going. We got a 2 over there. That's new. I think that's a new 2. New 2. That rhymed. There's that little baby level 1. There's our other little baby level... Oh! No, it turned! Oh, that was almost bad, bro. Okay. That equals 200 kills. Or not equals. That gets us to 200 kills on grind number 2. Yeah, to be honest, Domino's Pizza is not my favorite either, Justin. There's a lot of different pizza places I'd have first. I know it's not in every state, but Figaro's is top-notch pizza. Delicious. So freaking good. They make a lot of pizzas that you really can't get anywhere else either. True, Caitlin. Being an adult does have its perks. True, true, true. Like taxes. Let's go. Woo! Although I suppose if you make enough as a kid, you have to pay taxes as well. So I guess it's not exclusively something adults have to do. Hey, that's exactly what I said, Gunsmoke. The best part about it. Oof. Rip Norwood. That's why I stopped playing PvP Tarkov. It just ain't the same as it used to be. Back in the early days of Tarkov, PvP was great. But now I exclusively play PvE on Tarkov because it's the only way to avoid cheaters. I got so tired of dying to cheaters. I assume you're talking about Tarkov. Because you're talking about ping abusers and losing kits and stuff. I assume you're talking Tarkov. Of course, Steven. I wouldn't make content with somebody if I didn't enjoy playing with them. I will never force a collaboration just for the heck of it. If I do a collab with someone, you know for a fact that I enjoy playing with them. Nothing over there. Oh, you're talking about Hunt Showdown. I forgot Hunt Showdown works very similar. I never got into Hunt Showdown. That's pretty sad that that's got the same issues as Tarkov with like ping abuse and things like that. Crazy. It's actually insane to me how like how far people will go to like cheese the systems in PvP games. It's sad. Oh, hey. Look at that. Smoked. Absolutely smoked. The most smoked. Okay, we got 2 to shoot there. Nice, Aiden. That's a big 4. Where's our 5? He hides somewhere over here. I guess his group isn't here. Because this is a 2-herd zone. Trump in Mexico. The finest whitetail live in Mexico. Same with the mule deer. The finest of them all. I once got a great one here. No, not just one. 3 great ones. I got 3 great ones in Mexico. Oh, what the heck? There's another here. Hey. Okay, it's a 2. We're good. We're good. Can you see if the great one's there? We'll go check him out at the end of the run because he's the last zone that I check. He hasn't been there the last 2 runs, though, so I don't know if he's going to be here this time. Any tips for red deer grinding on how to spawn a great one red deer? I would recommend checking out my guide on YouTube, Seth. It's in the Herd Management Guides playlist over on YouTube. That's going to give you the most information. But honestly, when it comes to getting a red deer great one, like the baseline, most simplest form of it is just shoot the males until one spawns. If you want to, add some more complicated things into it that'll hopefully help you get it faster, you could try herd managing, where you shoot only the 5s and above, and you leave all the 4s and below for red deer. Yeah, Silas. A great one for everybody. That's why they're so great. Everybody should experience the greatness of a great one. Hey, I mean, that's always a good thing to have, Justin, to have like a main idea of what you want to do, but then also have like side things in case it doesn't work out. It's always a smart thing to be working towards like multiple different things. Definitely a good idea to have like multiple thoughts of like what you want to do for a living. Got a lot of zones with 4s and some 5s. Is that okay to have 5s or not? I left a few 5s, but not too many. I think I have less than 25s throughout the entire map for my red deer grind on Tiawaroa. And then I've got about 20-ish, maybe 25 red deer that I shoot. The rest are all level 4s and below. Dang, bro. We keep getting 1 respawn here. It's driving me crazy. I'm not going to go claim him, though, because that's too much walking. What's up, Danny? How's it going? Nice, Veronica. Happy early birthday. Oh, what the heck, man? What the heck, man? You're not allowed to spawn in... Ah, ma'am! You disgusting little doe. What is he doing? He's just dancing in front of me like, please shoot me! I saw you miss the first time. Please shoot me. Oh my gosh. I've never seen a deer want to die as much as that guy right there. That's insane. It's like he really wanted me to kill him. I probably should leave before she dies. Because I don't want her to swap with a buck. Because I really don't want to have to manage this zone down more. We're going to hope she didn't die. Later, Gunsmoke. Thanks for stopping in, dude. Whitetail did that exact thing to me yesterday. Dude, sometimes it's like they want you to shoot them. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing with your life? I don't know, Jake. Everybody messes up trophies. It's just part of it. I've messed up plenty. You watch football? Yes, I do. Very sad how my Patriots did in week 1, but I think Dolphins are going to be a cakewalk in week 2. Hopefully. Hopefully, because Tua did not look very good in week 1. Tua looked pretty unfortunately bad. Actually, the entire Dolphins team looked pretty awful. I'm really hoping the Pats got an easier game in week 2. I really think Drake May just needs to settle in and like get used to the new offense with McDaniels. And even McDaniels like acknowledged the things that went wrong and understands like what they need to do better. So hopefully it's going to be better. Yeah, you know it's bad, man, if Daniel Jones and the Colts blow you out. Like, RIP the Dolphins. They're never going to be the same. Nobody's ever going to let them forget that game. That was just crazy. Like, oh my gosh. That was actually freaking insane, bro. I can't believe how bad the Dolphins lost. I fully expected the Jets to be the worst AFC East team. But it's kind of looking like the Dolphins are the worst one. What's up, Gavin? How's it going, man? Packers were crazy last night. Packers look deadly. They look so dangerous. I think the Packers are going to be a real Super Bowl contender. Maybe Daniel Jones about to go on God mode this year. Yeah, it's not just that, though. It's like the Dolphins offense couldn't get anything going either, and the Colts defense is not that great. Like, it was just like the whole Dolphins team looked rough. Got to be the coaching, right? If the whole team's looking rough, it's got to be the coaching. What's up, Borden? How's it going? How many kills did you have for your first Red Deer Great One? I think it was like 2,000 or 3,000. I can't remember. It was one of those. I think it was 2,000. Give or take a few, you know? No, I don't watch baseball. I only watch football when it comes to sports. Unless you're talking like motorsports too. I watch Monster Jam pretty heavily. Have you ever got an initial spawn Great One? They don't exist anymore, but back when they did, I got one initial spawn. It was a Leighton Lakes Whitetail. It was actually my first ever Leighton Lakes Great One. But unfortunately, they can't happen anymore. People were abusing it too much, so they got rid of initial spawns for Great Ones. No, I don't watch F1. Like I said, the only motorsport I really watch is Monster Jam and just monster truck stuff in general. And for regular sports, football is the only one I really watch. How do you abuse that? So people used to abuse initial spawn great ones by constantly resetting their pop file until they got a great one to show up. And a lot of times they do it in tandem with a certain mod that let you see all of the animals that were on your map, and they just continue to spam it until they got a great one. I'm not going to say the name of what the mod is because I don't promote mods on the channel. But yeah, unfortunately, there was a lot of people that would abuse it like that. And so eventually they were just like, okay, we got to put a stop to this. Because it was making great ones pop way too commonly for people because there were so many people abusing that. It was a very sad and unfortunate time. But hey, any game that you can cheat in, there's gonna be people that cheat. Just the way it is, man. Yeah, school being back in and no recent updates will do that to you, Twisted. I don't care about any of that, though. I just appreciate all of you that are here. I just appreciate everybody that's taking the time out of their day to come hang out, watch the grinds, and just have a grand old time. Here's the little fellow. So cute! And dead. The other one. Where's the other one? Did I only shoot one? Might have only shot one, to be honest. Oh, wait. Oh, that's poop. That's a poop. We'll check this zone again. How do you unlock that scope? It's from a DLC. You get it from the Scopes and Crosshairs pack. That pack comes with, I believe, 3 scopes, a shotgun scope, a rifle scope, and a night vision scope. And then you also get a bunch of different reticles in that pack, too. It's a really awesome pack. I love the Odin scope. It's got much higher zoom than the Hyperion, while also giving you a really good field of view. Unlike the Argus, which like blocks half your screen. It's by far my favorite scope. Ooh, I don't know, Cohen. I haven't seen enough of the Texans to really have a full opinion on how good they're going to be. Because, you know, the thing about week 1 is, like, a lot of teams aren't going to be playing at their peak. In a couple of weeks, though, you know, after, like, week 3 or 4, we're definitely going to have a good idea of what to expect from most teams. But, yeah, I just haven't seen enough from the Texans to really predict whether they're going to have a chance at the Super Bowl or not. I have definitely seen all I need to see from the Bills, though. Josh Allen is a monster. Oh my gosh, that comeback against the Ravens was crazy. Ravens just be choking. There we go. We finally get to see him. Finally! On like our 3rd run, he's finally in the zone so you guys can look at him. There's our great one that we spawned 211 kills ago. He's a beauty. He's beautiful. Whenever we get the map managed, we'll come and shoot him. But we still got to manage the map down, man. We still got to manage the map down before this guy gets shot. When did he spawn? A couple weeks ago, Kraken. I don't remember the exact day, but I think it's been a couple weeks at this point since we got him. And we've just been stacking him because we're still trying to manage the map. So we just left him alive. We're stacking him, hoping that it'll help push the respawns down more. And I'm also stacking, I think, like 3 or 4 diamonds, too. Yes, you can stack great ones. They help just like a diamond would, but even more because they're much larger. I have stacked, I think, max of like 4 or 5 great ones at once before. I did that on Leighton Lakes with Whitetail. I think I stacked up to 4 of them, and then I couldn't get any more to spawn after that. I feel like at a certain point, it just becomes like too much, you know? I've definitely noticed that when you get like more than... When you get like 4 great ones on the map, it really slows down after that. That 3 kills? I think it was 3 kills. Yeah, pretty much, Silas. Although it does depend on how high the great one scores. Like, certain great ones score way less, so they're not going to have as much of an effect. Like, if you get a really low-scoring rack for Moose, it's definitely not going to help as much as, I don't know, like a big rack Whitetail would, right? Big rack Whitetail scores like 600, so it helps quite a bit. What great one should you go for? How about red deer? Since we've been talking about red deer a lot today. What do you and KG do when you play the hunter? I mean, whatever you've seen in the videos is what we do. We just gotta do whatever feels like fun at the time, you know? What class are mule deer? I believe they're class 5 or 6 if I'm not mistaken. I think 5. I think it's 5. We'll see when we grab this guy. I think it's 5, though. Yeah, class 5. Didn't they used to be 6? I think they used to be 6. But yeah, they're class 5 right now. Also, back to what I was saying about the New England Patriots, man. I'm really hoping that week 1 was just a fluke. I think that now that McDaniels has said that he understands, you know, they need to establish the run more, not be so predictable and make Drake May pass so many freaking times. I'm really hoping they're going to clean it up in week 2. Kayshon Boutte looked incredible as a receiver in week 1. If they can get, if Kayshon Boutte can keep being so good, and Stephon Diggs gets more catches, and that, you know, they start mixing him into it more, and they give Travion Henderson the ball more, I definitely think they got a chance to be so freaking good for the rest of the season, man. And once Christian Gonzalez gets healthy as well, Patriots are going to be looking great, I think. They just really need to establish the run better than they did in week 1. You should not be having your second-year quarterback pass 46 times. Like, and most of them were like short check down passes. It wasn't great. They should have played that way differently in week 1. But hey, week 1's usually a learning period. And I really hope they get it together in week 2. Dolphins will be like a easier matchup than Raiders. So I feel like they'll be able to kind of just get into their groove more. I really hope so. I don't know, Justin. I feel like there's quite a few people that could get Rookie of the Year. I'll be honest, I'm probably biased with this, but Travion Henderson for the Patriots, if they get him some more playing time, he could easily get Rookie of the Year, I think, because he is just so explosive, and he's such a huge playmaker as well. It's like, give Henderson the ball, and anytime you give him the ball, he's got a chance to break away for a touchdown. He's just so elusive and fast. Dude, Madden gave him a criminally underrated like a speed rating. They did not give him nearly as much speed in Madden as he should have. They gave him like a 92 speed, and it's like, dude, he's the fastest guy on the field. What are you talking about? What classes are the Arzina for? It's for classes 7 to 9. I shoot mule deer with it, though, to kill them quicker, so I don't have to spend as much time tracking. Did we kill any more here, or was it just 2? Going good, Parker. Hopefully your day is going good as well. All right, we got to change time. No, I didn't see Travis Hunter's new haircut. Last thing I saw for Travis Hunter was that he's expecting a kid. Travis Hunter honestly has had such a phenomenal last few months, man. He got drafted as one of the highest picks in the NFL draft. He gets married, and now he's having a kid. He really has that's one of the ultimate sequences of events you could ever wish for. Oh no. That's a solo. Dead solo now. Ah, it's 16. We gotta... Oh wait, no. We already reset the time, didn't we? Yeah. We're good. Is Rancho a good map for mule deer? It's decent. I would say it's the second best. A Ski Ridge is better. But it's not bad. I've had quite a bit of luck on it so far. And it's been very fun. I've been loving it. I tend to stream 2 to 3 times a week, Jake. At least at the current time. Whenever there's a fresh map in the game, whenever they release a new map, I tend to stream pretty much every day, or at minimum 4 or 5 days a week. But currently, I'm really only streaming 2 to 3 times a week. And I don't really have specific days that I'm streaming on. I usually schedule my streams ahead of time, so if you see a scheduled stream, you can click the notify me button next to it, and it'll tell you when I go live. I try to schedule my streams a day in advance, so it gives people time to free up some time and know when I'm gonna go live. But yeah, whenever we get a new update, I'll be streaming a whole lot more often. But I'm glad you're enjoying the streams, man. I have a lot of fun doing them. I use a 338 Rangemaster as well as the Olsen for my Red Deer grind. Nice, dude. We got a 3. Smoked. Big boy 4. All right, so that's 2 kills there, and then we'll go check out this zone over here. I don't know, Trash Call the Wild Hunter. I don't know, man. There's our 5. Then we got that guy to shoot. That guy to shoot. There's 2 to shoot here. Double smoke. Ooh, oh gosh, Jivers. That's rough, man. Don't have a Scarecrow length grind. Come on now. Don't be having no Scarecrow grind there. That'd be most unfortunate. We can't be having that, bro. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Seth. It happens, though, you know. Aw, he's frozen. If you weren't a level 2, I'd kill you. To be honest, I don't know, Justin. Goff didn't look super great in week 1. I gotta see more from him for this year to really have an opinion on Goff. It could have just been like first week jitters, but he didn't look great against the Packers. You got this, Jivers, I believe. Oh, gotcha, Kraken. Really feeling fallow. What should I do? I mean, it's up to you, man. Whatever you're really feeling. I personally, I like Mule Deer more than fallow, so I would recommend Mule Deer. But if you're not feeling it, you know, go shoot something else for a little bit. Sometimes that's all you need to get back in the groove. All right, I think it's time we go check for solos over here. It's been a little while. Yeah, those god-dang beavers. Thoughts on the Micah trade? The Packers absolutely fleeced the Cowboys on that one. I don't know what Jerry Jones is thinking. Actually, maybe that's the problem. He probably wasn't thinking. Like, how do you trade Parsons for such a low amount, man? 2 first rounders and Clark. Gosh, that was the steal of the century for the Packers. They got like the best deal you could imagine. Oh no, a solo. Ew. Ew, a solo. Nobody likes solos. I guess to be honest though, like it's nothing new with Jerry Jones. He clearly doesn't know how to do anything. Another one. Another solo. Yes, Jake, I've got like I think 4,000 or 5,000 hours in Survival Evolved, and I've got a few hundred in Survival Ascended for Ark. Ark is actually how I met my wife. I met my wife on an Ark PvP server. That's a little too much, Twisted. Let's not say stuff like that. That's a little bit too messed up. Yeah, let's not do that, brother. Let's not do that. Nothing there. What the heck? That's a new solo. It's a level 2. Oh, thank God it's a level 2. Let's go. It's a level 2 solo right here. Woo! You stream Ark often? I used to stream it a little bit here and there. I haven't streamed it recently, but I have streamed it before in the past. I love me some Ark. Thick males. So many thick males. It can vary quite a bit, Seth. Pretty much nobody's grinds are going to be identical to another person's. Like, for me, I got my first Great One Fallow in, I think, like 400 and some kills. I think it was like 461 or something. But I know tons of people that have taken 1,500, 2,000 kills to get there first. No, we haven't got the typical whitetail yet, Bryson. Yeah, OG Crispin, we're still live, man. We're still live. Oh, wrong thing. We wanted to reset to get the other herd in the zone. Your fallow took 2,045. Yeah, sometimes they take a while. Everybody's luck's a little bit different. That's what RNG does. But obviously, if you're herd managing, there's a much higher chance your grinds will be short. If you do it right. Obviously, if you only half herd manage, you're not going to have as many short grinds as somebody that manages down to a point where you're getting a diamond every 10 kills. Like, that definitely has a effect on it. Oh, really, ML? That's crazy. It's a lot of duplicate furs. Hey, at least you're getting great ones, though. There's a bright side to everything. Even if you keep getting the same fur, at least you're getting great ones. Herd management helps with great one? I believe it does, personally, yes. I think it actually helps quite a bit. What's up, David? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Smoked. Third moose was only 125. See, there you go. At least if it's a duplicate, at least it didn't take you too long to get it. That's the bright side to it. At least it didn't take a lot of kills. If it's going to be a duplicate, at least it was a quick grind. You think the water buffalo are hard diamonds? No, I would say they're relatively easy. They're probably one of the easier diamonds to get. A lot of it comes down to just, you know, getting lucky, hunting the right areas, putting in the time that you need to put in to find them. No diamond comes easy unless you're fully herd managed. You know what else I just thought of, guys? We've only had 2 rares on this grind. We had the 2 rares from our first Rancho grind, but we haven't got any on this one. We're 229 in, no rares on this one. Kind of hoping we get one soon. Let's go check this spot over here. We got to check this whole lake. I occasionally get some stragglers there. Definitely a place we want to be checking. Oh, really, ML? I would recommend going to Sunder Patton and hunting them along the river. Water buffalo are very plentiful along the river on Sunder Patton, especially the right side of the river. It's kind of crazy how many there is. Automatic, thank you for the Prime sub over on Twitch. Appreciate it, man. All right, later, Jake. Thanks for dropping in, man. How many great ones did you have before you got your first super rare? I got a super rare before my first great one. I got my first super rare before great ones even existed in the game. It was back when Yukon released. I got a piebald caribou. Piebald diamond caribou. I wasn't making content back then, but yeah, that was my first super rare ever. A diamond piebald caribou. I think it was like week 1 or 2 of the Yukon release. Probably one of my coolest super rares I've ever got as well. Nice, Ancient. Let me know how you like them. Because obviously, like, everybody's going to have different opinions on all the maps, but I think in general, a lot of my top maps that I ranked on there are ones that are going to be pretty fun to hunt. I think you'll like them. Especially a ski ridge. It's just a unique experience unlike any other. Thunder, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that, dude. Happy hunting. Thank you so much, man. Same to you. Hope you've been doing good, Thunder Gunner. Hope you've been doing great. I already answered that question, Daz. I already answered that question. I'd go back in the stream like 2-3 minutes and you'll hear my answer. Frankenstein, what's up, dude? Thanks, David. I have fun playing with KG. We have fun on our hunts. Would you recommend Salzwiesen Park? It's the only reserve I've not yet got. If you like small game or birds, Salzwiesen Park is a must. It is by far the best like bird and small game map. And if you want to grind for the Great One Pheasant or the Great One Fox, it's the best map for both of those. If you're not really big into small game hunting, though, it's probably not going to appeal to you. Gotcha, Frankenstein. I'm just chilling, you know. Having fun shooting some mule deer. Trying to get the second Rancho Muley Great One to show up. Trying to fully manage this map. We got a 3 there. Tempted to leave him because he has a smaller 3. And I really don't want to come over here again. But it's like, I'm also leaving a couple on the coast. And if I leave too many above level 2, then it's going to hurt our HM. Shoot him. Also, nothing over here. We usually have some over there. Ma'am, goodbye. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna leave it for now because I don't want to have to deal with it. Yeah, no problem, ML. I love them, Frankenstein. Rancho Mule Deer have actually been very fun. Not as fun as a ski ridge. A ski ridge is easier. It's more fun. But I would give Rancho second best map for mule deer in my personal opinion. I think it's incredibly underrated and overhated. I am loving it. I've done a grind on here for mule deer in the past, though, so maybe that's why it's something I'm somewhat familiar with, so maybe that's helping me enjoy it more. Yes, I would take Rancho over SRP because SRP has more lakes that you have to search. Rancho actually has less water that mule deer can drink at. So you'll end up spending less time looking for them. Now, the one advantage SRP has over Rancho is it's not as brushy. But if we're talking about, like, just ease of finding all of your zones, you'll definitely find your zones faster on Rancho. There's less water to search. Because mule deer are really only on, like, half of the map. Whereas SRP, they're on the entire map. So, yeah, I would choose Rancho over SRP. And then, of course, SRP is also the best bear map, and I've got my bear setup, so that's another reason I chose Rancho. Because I didn't want to take down my bear setup. But something else to remember is that at the end of the day, there's a lot of like, you know, personal preference involved with choosing what map you want to hunt for a great one. SRP is still a very solid map to hunt mule deer on. In fact, I would say it's probably the third best. It's really good. I just like Rancho and Esquí a little better than SRP for muleys. TTK! Thank you for the 32 months. What's up, dude? How you doing, TTK? It's good to see you, man. Hope you've been having a great day. What map should I get next? Rancho, Parque, New England, Revontuli, Quattro, or Salsvisen? I would say either Revontuli or Salsvisen Park. Both of those are so unique. And they're also like the best bird hunting maps in the game. If you want something that's going to give you like a bunch of unique species. Actually, I think it even has that much. Rancho's fun too. But yeah, I'd recommend Revontuli or Salsvisen. Ooh, let's go, TTK. Let's go, man. Congrats, dude. Congrats. I imagine you're excited. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. Most of the people I've asked have said Revontuli. Yeah, Revontuli is a solid option. It is a top 5 map for sure. It's great. Let's go, TTK. That's awesome, bro. I can tell you right now, being a father is like, it's unlike anything else in the world. Like the first time you lay eyes on your kid, it's going to be one of the greatest moments of your life, and you'll probably cry a little bit. Even if you don't cry normally, you'll probably cry a little bit. I know I did the first time I saw my daughter. There's our great one. And he's got a respawn. Smoked him. Smoked him good. Yeah, Chase, I would. I personally think the mule deer is the easiest great one to get in the entire game. So I would definitely recommend it to a beginner great one grinder. Personally, I would say if it's going to be your second great one grind ever, do it on a ski ridge. A ski ridge mule deer are super simple. They're very easy to like find all the zones. They're really easy to herd manage down if you're into that. Definitely would recommend that. Yeah, squirrel. We got our great one muley. He's beautiful. He's purty. Do you think you'll ever get every diamond in the game? Maybe one day. There's certain diamonds that I'm just not super interested in, so I don't really seek them out. Mainly a lot of waterfowl and like upland birds and stuff. Straight Talk! Thank you for the 20 months as a member. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, Dre. I agree, Frankenstein. I do think the Velvet Rack is overhated. I don't have it anywhere near the bottom on my list of racks for the mule deer. I have it ranked at number 4 of 6. I think personally the Heart Rack and the Corkscrew Rack are worse looking than the Velvet Rack. I like the Velvet Rack because it's the only velvet antlers we have in Call of the Wild. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to end the stream there. We're approaching 3 hours, and I still have to record a little bit of the 7-day grind today. I got to spend at least an hour working towards that grind. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. We had quite a few diamonds on the whitetail grind. Not as much action happening on the mule deer grind, but we're getting managed down pretty well. I'm liking the progress, man. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button before you leave if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the video that we're going to be posting. It's going to be a banger. Thank you all so much. Peace, peace.